The Filthy Show has extremely explicit content. It is not intended for children, adults, or anyone really, especially retards without a sense of humor. If you offend easily, please fuck off now. All right, welcome to an episode of Filthy Show. I've been wanting to do it for a while. We actually, if you guys keep up with this, if you're one of the 17 people or my mom that watches most of the episodes, we tried to do this a while ago, and we rocked no sleeves because we thought we were going to have Dean, who also rocks no sleeves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we have my co-host, as always, Chris Rees, and our guest today is Dean Stanfield. Finally, we got him.
Deanie Weenie, dude.
Deanie
Here in the
Weenie,
house,
man.
dude.
The
That's
old
what we
Deanie
call
Weenie.
you.
We've always called you Deanie Weenie.
Yeah.
Deanie Weenie.
I've been the Deanie Weenie.
Has
Look, and now you boys got some good fishing shirts.
Yeah, we got your fishing shirts
This
on.
shirt is ridiculous how awesome it is.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know football. I don't know
Yeah.
the football. I know it's a lot of runny guys, a lot of throwy guys, a lot of catchy guys.
A lot
stuff
of
like
catchy
that.
guys.
Mostly catchy black guys.
couple fingery guys.
Yeah, there's fingering. A
Yeah.
couple of hitting girls at bars guys.
A couple
heard-
suicide boys.
couple of Roethlisberger beatdowns.
A couple of dog fighting guys in there, too.
Yeah, isn't that crazy that Michael Vick made Pitbull, the rapper, fight? I keep doing this bit. No one thinks it's funny. Mr. World, yeah, Mr. Worldwide. I'm joking that instead of fighting pit bulls, he was just making Pitbull fight people.
Fight people.
Pitbull won every time.
Pitbull was fighting other dogs.
Yeah, he might not win. Dogs
I don't know.
fight
No.
fucking hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's good to have you. Finally, you're always out in the mountains fishing.
Yep.
Always in the
The
mountains.
mountains of
dude.
Texas fishing.
I feel like you bring a little
So
boy
many
so you can
mountains
tell
here.
him dad was them.
What?
Oh, fishing.
He just has a kid that he's
Yeah.
preaching dad
He
wisdom
just
to, but
brings
it's
a
not
little
even
kid.
his kid.
Just pick up some random kid.
You know,
Hey,
you're-
kid, you want to come up to the woods with me and fish?
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna touch him, but if it would be cool to go like a little brother. Don't they have that big brother, little brother
Yeah.
programs?
Yeah, but I feel like you can't take him out in the woods.
No,
To fish.
and that's where I would want
That's
to take
got to
him.
be on the list.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't think you do anything, but I think if a lot of people heard there was a program you could sign up for where you could snag a kid and take him into the woods, it would be misused.
It would be misused.
Oh, a lot.
What if there was just somebody just like, I mean, this is probably getting too,
Just keep it clean,
We are
man.
monetized now, but you just
Yeah.
the words are the
Just
main
don't
thing,
use
right?
the
Justin?
words.
wait, y'all are monetized now?
Our,
We're
the
not.
network is.
Oh.
Colton and Dylan's
Also-
podcast.
Wait, how are y'all
Back up.
getting
You never know. You never know,
This
man.
is shit you guys talk about. There's no way.
Well, hey, the Legion of Skanks is a pretty big podcast.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, but they get taken off of YouTube like
all,
monthly.
yeah, all,
All
the time.
dude.
That's true.
They
That's
got,
a good
they
point.
got to go through like producers that just lose their hair.
Well,
and
they
then-
have their own
Probably.
network, their own Gas Digital, and
Yeah.
I think that's where they like probably make most of their money. I would assume because they have their own website because that's the best way to watch it anyway. And then also like Spotify, all the podcast things. I don't think they care that much about shit like that.
No.
No.
I've never heard anyone, and we're not on any of those, but we'll eventually. We have
Amen.
old ones on Spotify, but you know
Old ones.
we'll try to get them
Old
up there.
ones.
I think
Yeah.
ones without Justin are the ones on Spotify. The old
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, the old ones. But
Yours is probably on there. Your old one?
yours
Oh,
is
yeah.
on there. I was back. I backtrack
The
and
old
listen to them every
dungeon.
now and then. Yeah, back when it's still kind of blue. The ceiling's blue, but this
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
just be a blue room.
Yeah.
There are some people that listen to those because we had Cam on our last episode in that room, or at same room, but in that looking room was Cam, and that was the week he became a regular.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you know, we knew that he was blowing up already,
Mhm.
but he wasn't that blown up like in the mainstream eye yet.
Yeah.
And then he blew up. And that one, for like a 55-minute video, it got like 1.5K views. That's not bad.
Wow, it's not bad at all.
For, you know, a podcast no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, we're as big as our guests usually. We have a very small fan base. Very
Yeah.
small. Probably I'd say like 50 or
But they
100
are the dudes.
They are the dudes. I met a guy at Mothership from Australia
Yeah.
who listened to the podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, what are the
Apparently he
odds?
was really racist, Adam said.
He was really, really racist. Like not even like really in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like in
He's not doing it as a bit.
yeah. Then I'm like, damn, are the woke people right about racial humor? Am I really helping?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But yeah, it's like the KKK like a Donald Trump. Like I don't think Donald Trump is a KKK guy, but they like him.
You can't control what people like when
Who
they
are they
consume.
supposed to like? Biden?
No.
Not with those pillowcases.
KKK might hate retards more than black people. It's a real possibility. We can't say that word, right? No.
We'll find out.
We'll find
when we
out.
get
It'll be
demonetized,
fine.
we'll know.
So How have the boys been?
The boys been good, dude.
We're doing good. Chris is now, we've talked about this before, but Chris is a regular over at the mothership now, and he's been doing great.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Brother, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I think
Well deserved.
I'll specify because I think there's classes of how where it's
I'm
like,
not like where Derek
I think it's
Poston's at.
development. So I think the door guys are there, and then developmental guys, and we're the same. So it's like door guys are developmental guys that work there, so we get like a little more spots because we're always there. And we're kind of like guaranteed spots. And then developmental guys are guys that like got put up on the open mic and then did the crew shows. They got invited back by EGIT. And then EGIT's like, hey, so you can start calling the box office on Mondays and start calling your avails. Yeah, so he's been doing that, and he's been doing great.
Yeah.
Got 2 spots this weekend. That's a pretty big deal.
That's huge,
Yeah.
brother. That's huge.
Did 3 last
I got
weekend.
0.
I'm at 0.
It's my fault. I always forget. I'm so stupid. I didn't forget this time, but there was other stuff. I don't want to bring it up. But
Yeah.
it's good for Chris. Chris is doing awesome, and he's been closing out the shows there is fun as hell because I've done that a lot. You get to do as long as you want.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there's
Until
you should
people
use
leave.
common sense.
Take it, yeah. You don't go 35 minutes at
But
a
there
12
are
o'clock
people.
spot.
That's the thing is there are people that think like, well, I'm closing out. Like I want to be like the Brian Holtzman, Don Barris. Like I want to go
Just
up
talk
there.
till the room's empty.
Yeah, and they do that, and I don't get that. Like,
Not
I get
fun
that
for
maybe if
anybody.
like you're an old guy and you're kind of like everyone already knows you're a legend, and everyone like really respects you and stuff, and it's kind of fun to. I like watching Brian Holtzman walk a room.
I do.
It's interesting as dude when he does Fat Man. Jesus, I've never seen. I don't know. I assume we're allowed to talk about this. This is public. I mean, anyone who went to that show would know. It's not like I'm giving away inside information or anything. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've never
Holtzman would be
seen.
fine with you saying it.
Yeah, he knows. I think
What a
he
good
makes
dude,
whole
too.
videos. That's wild too. Is he's the sweetest, kindest guy. That guy comes up,
nicest.
remembers my daughter's name, asks how she's doing, asks how the wife's doing. I mean, I've known people in comedy for like 7 years who don't even remember my wife and daughter's name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my wife first off works at the Creek, and you know her.
Yeah, she's a manager. Yeah.
So that's pretty wild that you don't remember that. But yeah, this guy, like, he'll pull up a chair when I'm in mid-season stuff and just shoot the shit. Sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's the thing too with like most super dark comedians. Like Big J Okerson, also fucking sweetest guy. In the world. Oh my
He'll
nicest
god.
say the most
human being.
evil shit.
On stage, yeah, but even off stage, like he doesn't even say anything that wild. Like when you're
No.
goofing around, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think that's just what it takes. Like to be able to make stuff like that funny, you just kind of have to be, I think, a more laid back guy that doesn't actually feel that way about those things.
No. Everything you say on stage is fucking bullshit.
It's sad. Yeah, it's all fake. Satire
Yeah.
or whatever the word you want to use for it. Like,
And
I've
it's
always
fun.
said,
That's the fun of it. You go up there and you're like, I don't mean any of this shit, but let's
Yeah.
just make you laugh.
well, it's like, look, if a guy touched, I really doubt he'd be able to make touching funny.
No, he's too
When
close to it.
When he's
too
thinking
close
about
to
it, he's not thinking about. He's not thinking, how can I make this funny? He's thinking, how can I do it more?
Yeah,
I want it more.
You don't get to talk about touching.
Unless he's a prop comic and he brings the kid on stage.
Oh my god, how funny
that would
would
be
that
hilarious.
They think it's a ventriloquist dummy. The kid just keeps going, I'm not. I am not. Wow, this is a good bit there, dude.
Now watch him scream for help as I'm drinking this glass of water.
How does he
scream for help while I drink this glass of water?
How does he have a hole in his back? I don't. Sorry, I'll stop you.
Help me.
I have the same hole you guys have,
But it's just an
and it
8-year-old.
hurts.
It's an 8-year-old.
This bit's wild. They do it every time, but it never fails to
His
him.
mouth isn't moving at all. It's awesome.
He's just laughing. Somebody help! That'd be a great bit. Jimmy and Timmy.
See, that's funny.
Weird. I just got an Amber Alert, and it specifically describes what this guy's ventriloquist dummy looks like. What are the odds?
They gotta be slim to none.
Well, like a legitimate racist too, I think it'd be hard for them to be really funny as well. Like they could do it. Like David Allen Coe is pretty funny.
David Allen Coe is
so funny.
pretty racist.
And yeah, I mean, the songs are racist, but if you talk to him in interviews or like afterwards, I think now if this is just if this is inaccurate information, then that's my bad. But I believe he wrote that whole racist album. Because you've heard the racist album.
Yeah, his
Of course,
album.
we've heard the racist album.
So he wrote that in jail with another black guy.
Yeah, with his black cellmate.
With his black cellmate.
Yeah.
And it's like they were just making up what is just like the funniest racist or the coolest racist.
To be fair, most of the stuff that the black guy wrote was, "Hey, stop saying that word. Hey, that's not cool, man.
This isn't okay.
Hey, get that knife off my neck."
Well, I think it was David Allen Coe that said the poor are all N-words to the rich.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is true. That's
Malcolm X also said something.
Yeah. David Allen Coe, Malcolm X.
Yeah. Two of the greatest.
Honestly, you put those guys on a pod together, I think that would have been incredible.
You talk about my dream smoke circle.
That'd be the greatest podcast.
David
ever.
Allen Coe, Malcolm X.
I bet if you got those two guys in a room together, they would have talked. Like, I don't think it would have been like a full-on like screaming. I think they would have actually talked to each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that's how it is. People don't get that too. It's like there's white racists and there's black racists. But when a black racist and a white racist talk to each other, they're kind of like, You're kind of right on that.
Yeah,
you're not
talk
wrong.
about these things.
Yeah, talking's very important. That's why most of the people who like racism makes them really uncomfortable are either minorities, which I get that, or white people who just haven't spent that much time around minorities. That's a big thing too. And for them, it's not even like race.
You don't even understand
racist
it.
stuff makes them upset. Racial anything, like just even saying black people, they're like, don't talk about them. They might show up.
They're Voldemort.
Don't say it 3 times.
Like Voldemort. It's like Beetlejuice or Voldemort.
But also, if you look into it, the people that hate those minorities the most are those minorities. The same people. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Mexico. So I graduated high school from Los Fresnos, right, which is down in the valley. There was 6 white people in my graduating class of 700.
Damn.
So it's mostly Hispanic.
Nice, dude.
90% Hispanic, 95%, whatever. And those, like the abuelas, don't speak any English.
Yeah. And it was just 3 families too, right?
Yeah, just 3 whole families. The Rodriguez. Dude, watching my graduation, it was like Rodriguez.
The same mom and dad for like every person.
Yeah! They all go the same way. They
got a
shirts.
minivan in the back. They all go to.
They're getting tired towards the end. Oh.
And then one Stanfield, and I go like,
no one's cheering for you.
Your parents aren't.
Your parents
Your parents are asleep. Damn, that was our one.
They were asleep in another state.
For my whole life. Those sleepy parents I had.
Those old sleepy parents. Where's mom and dad? They're asleep.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, but if you talk to a lot of Mexicans in America, they're kind of for the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. There's so many Trumpers.
Well, because they moved away from Mexico to get away from the Mexicans.
Well, especially the ones who came here like legally too.
Yeah. Like we fought our asses off to get here and went through a bunch of fucking paperwork. And then now there's people now. And how frustrating would that be if you did all of this the right way and then all of a sudden there's a flood of people coming over?
Well, even if you came here illegally, I feel like you're probably like, hey guys, stop. I got here. Quit fucking it up for me.
I describe
it's like us in the Austin community. Like the
we moved
community.
here and took it over. Now other people are moving. And I'm like, hey guys, we already did this. You guys fuck up.
It's kind of like a game of tag. You get annoyed when all the other kids are hiding in your spot also.
Yeah. That's actually a good representation.
I kind of claimed this already.
Can
you like? I was hiding here first.
I'm fully American. I'm like all the way, dog. Get the fuck out of here, USA.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, fucking rock. Bow with the ball. Orale, bow with the ball. Bow with the ball does kind of sound like Hispanic slang, more so than white people.
Ball with the ball.
Ball with the ball. The bang, the bang, diggy.
Kid Rock is kind of like our American hero.
Oh my God.
The closest we have.
American badass.
There was a slight rumor one time that Kid Rock was going to judge one of the roast battles that me and Chris were on. And I was like, oh my God. I was going to
hear the creek or Mothership?
Mothership.
Yeah.
And I was going to be like, dude, I don't know about you, Kid Rock, but have you ever just gotten in the pit and tried to love someone? Because I have, dude.
Ball with the bottle.
Just trying to win him over the whole time. Yeah, dude.
That's such a good fucking strategy.
Kid Rock, I'm a cowboy baby. I don't know if you ever knew that.
I'm a cowboy baby.
Bulldog.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Pictures. Hey, Kid Rock, I put your picture away. And I sat down and cried today.
Yeah.
I just can't look at you
while I'm flying
next to
I can't look
next to her.
That's a good song.
It's just Carrie.
I like corn-fed Midwestern
Carrie's like,
hoes.
the sad thing about that is he does put a picture of Kid Rock in his drawer every night. I thought it was a goof, but that'd be so funny if Kid Rock is just your ex-boyfriend as a man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Good
What?
luck on that
Kid
woman.
Rock just came in here. Oh, you're not a fan? No, we used to date. Yeah, we used to date, and like
Used to
he's
bang.
totally not over it.
That's the one that got away.
Oh, hey Adam. Hey Kid Rock.
Hey, Kid Rock.
I thought you weren't coming out tonight.
I thought you weren't coming out today. Why does he still know your schedule?
He still hits me up all the time. You're the one that he
Those
still wants to be
you-ups.
with. You're trying to get rid of him.
You.
It's like Baby Reindeer, but with Kid Rock. Did you watch that?
No.
Oh, have you heard of it at all?
No.
And here's the thing: I don't like Netflix shows that much. I'm not a big show guy personally.
I've been watching a bunch of Netflix shows.
Oh yeah,
recently,
well this is one I do recommend it. I liked it a lot.
Mhm.
I personally like when I know that it's a season and then that's it.
Okay.
I don't like when it's like a season, then they're gonna make 12 more until it sucks.
Yeah.
I've never been big on those kind of shows.
No.
But this one, so it's true story, and the main character in the show is the guy that it happened to. So the guy who wrote it and experience all the shit is the main character acting in the show as well.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And he's a comedian in the UK, and he like sucks. Like he even explains that he sucks in the show. Like
Okay.
he's pitching himself as kind of a shitty, really like over the top prop comic.
Okay.
And he works at a bar, and he's already like experienced a bunch of shit in his life, and he's like super sad. And his fat girl comes in, and she looks really sad and depressed. So he buys her a cup of tea, and then kind of goofs around with her, and she starts making like sexual jokes with him, and he kind of plays around with it because he's super insecure, he's super sad, super depressed. So he's kind of having fun goofing around with this other depressed lady, and then she becomes insanely obsessed with him.
Oh,
Just
no.
emails him all the time, comes to his shows. But the first time she comes to the show, she heckles him, and he kind of fucks around with her, and it goes really well.
Oh no.
And then that just kind of builds a connection between them.
Yeah.
But now it's funny because the real woman that it's based on is now coming out and like saying it's all bullshit. But all through the whole show, he's like reading you the emails she sent him.
Yeah.
And when you read the messages she's been writing now on like Facebook and Instagram, it sounds just like the emails. Like she talks the same way. So I'm like, it might not be that fabricated.
Yeah.
And also I'm like, if this guy fabricated this story, he made up some pretty dark shit that happened to him.
Oh really?
Because the whole thing is though, I won't ruin it, but it's just detailing all these horrific stuff that he went through that kind of got him to the point where he was so broken down that he was willing to like engage in this relationship with this woman that he didn't even really like at all. He just kind of liked the interaction.
He kind of needed the attention, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you just need a girl to hang out with.
especially people
Listen.
don't talk about those types of comedians that much. Everyone either thinks about the people that tried it and failed it, or the people that tried it and did really well. But there's another class. There's people who try it and don't do that
Career
well
guys.
forever. And that's it. And that's all they do. And some of them,
and you can manage to just work your way onto shows forever.
You can
Keep
be
going to different scenes.
Road feature for sure is a thing.
Yeah.
Guys who are like 15 years in, they're still road featuring.
As
and
long
some
as
of
you're
them aren't that
professional,
bad.
you do exactly your time. You show up on time, and you don't get wasted in the green room. Like if you follow like just a couple of basic laws, you can be a feature act.
Didn't you guys open up for a guy kind of like that, the blind magician saxophonist?
Did you open for that guy too?
I opened up.
With
Yeah.
Rice, the magician.
You talk about a
that's it. Well, that's exactly.
That's kind of what you guys are
we kind of
describing.
mentioned him. I talked about how when I hosted for them.
Okay.
And I opened up the show. It went really well. Like I did it twice. Both times it was really fun. Like I got the crowd engaged.
You recommended
it was
him
in
to me.
Deanville. This is where we did one of the shows, and he got the town wrong. He called it something else, and I was like, "Fuck that guy! This ain't that. This is Deanville." And everyone's like, "Deanville."
I can't wait to go to Deanville.
I got off stage, and then while the feature's on, he comes up to me. He's like, "So I guess I hired you to like steal my spotlight. Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to be so funny that I'm gonna bomb?" And I was like, "No, I'm just. If you put me on a show, I'm gonna try to be as funny as possible to make the show good."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, that's not your job. Your job is to get the show to me." And I was like, "Well, if you can't follow me, then you shouldn't be a headliner."
No.
Because I'm not saying I suck, but if you're a headliner and you're trying to make money off of being a headliner in comedy, you should be able to go after me and at least do good, not get buried by me.
No. I mean, you're pretty. Once you hit a vein, you are pretty good at
that's
lighting
why
a room on fire.
I'm not a marketable opener. I think that's why I don't get taken on the road a lot. And I'm not like saying it in a good way, in a bad way as well. Because with my material, I'm either going to burn them.
Yeah.
And then you got to fight your way out of that hole, me burning them, or it's going to go really, really well. And they're super into that style of comedy. And if you don't like along those lines, it is kind of hard to like continue that energy
for sure
with a complete. Because I opened for a guy.
But you're just doing your comedy. It's authenticity.
Yeah, it's just what I do, and I'm not. That was the thing in Seattle.
Not changing it for anybody.
They would try to get you to conform to being a feature comic because they're like, that's the most likely route for you is that you're going to be a touring feature comic. Because there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, that's not what I want to do. I want to be like as good as Louis C.K. and shit. Which I'm not saying I'm going to do, but it's like, I would hope that would be most comics' goals.
Yeah, that should be your goal.
Not just
to be the best of all time.
To be the best, yeah. Or the best
at
you
whatever
can possibly be.
The best you can possibly
get as close to that as possible. I opened for a guy 4 p.m. We did a show. Because I was there that night to feature for someone else. But they were like, we're doing a 4 p.m. show and we need a host if you want to jump on that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I met the guys there from Dallas, really nice guys. But they're like, what kind of comedy do you do? And I'm like, I'm pretty like dark and offensive. And they're like, well, that's not going to work. So you're going to have to clean it up. I was like, yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah, that's straight up not
unless you want to get
repertoire.
another host in the next 10 minutes, it's just going to go with me. And they're like, well, all right, but we're telling you it's not going to work. And then the feature was like, I'll bet you $100 it won't work. And I was like, done. And then I went out and it went pretty damn good. Yeah. And then when I brought up the feature, he shook my hand and there's a $100 bill in his hand. And I was like, I respect that.
Yeah,
like, at least he stood by it.
Oh yeah,
100%. That I think that show with John Rice is right now living in my memory the worst show that's ever happened.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did it go bad for you or was it just a bad show?
So it's like he booked me 15, John Rice 25, and then he was going to close out the night. I don't know however much. And the first 12 minutes of my set went great. It's in the middle of Texas in a cornfield at a honky tonk bar.
I feel like they'd like you. Maybe not if you're dressed like that, but
dressed like this is how I dress.
Showing a lot of thigh.
Yeah. It's showing
they don't like
a
lot of thigh.
It turns out they did not like a lot of thigh.
Turns out you're bringing out feelings in them that they repress.
Yeah.
I'm trying to repress that, motherfucker.
I'm digging the thigh.
Yeah.
I always like seeing Dean thighs.
Oh, no one here is saying there's anything wrong with that Dean thigh.
No.
We're with it, dude.
That just
Dean
sucks
thigh.
those small town Texas.
Do you remember that time when I was dead asleep and just standing over you guys naked?
Yeah, you don't, apparently.
I don't think you were dead asleep, dude.
I'll never forget it. Chris woke me up in fear. We were sharing a bed together.
We were just sleeping in the bed. I look up and you're just with your fucking stupid mask.
Yeah.
going,
You were definitely still asleep.
I was 100% asleep.
Yeah,
I don't
you-
remember any of this.
why were you standing over us?
I don't know.
It was scary.
And that's the thing, like with the mask on, usually if I take the mask off and I'm sleepwalking, I take the mask off, and usually it's like I'll go pee, and then I get confused on my way back, and then I'll just go. Sometimes I wake up in the kitchen at the house,
You have the mask on though.
but then I have the mask on, so it's like it's only got 8 feet of cord.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've sleepwalked. I woke up one time in my car.
Yeah,
And I was like, what? Luckily I didn't have my keys because I woke up as I was like messing with it, and I was like, what the fuck? And I had my hand up to the ignition, and I was like, thank God I didn't have my keys.
Oh, that would have been
Because I had enough muscle memory to fucking
put it in there.
go there. Yeah, I probably would have gotten in if I had the keys on me.
I don't know what it is or what's wrong with my brain, but I think it's concussions
Mm-hmm.
and concussions early because I had in high school, I used to go downstairs and make because when I was living with my grandpa, I lived in a loft, and I would go downstairs and go into the kitchen and make like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice.
And I would always wake up and it'd be like me confused trying to like do something on the table. And then I'd wake up and I'd be like, what's and then there would just be like a really messy peanut butter and jelly
Yeah,
sandwich.
but it's almost
sitting in
like
front of me.
Sleep Dean's making you a present.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep Dean's probably like, Wake Dean, we never really get to hang out. And he's hungry.
He's
I know. The first thing he likes to do when he wakes up is have himself a
I
sandwich.
used to sleepwalk, and some of my main things
scary.
were I would find my sister's guitar,
Oh.
and I would piss in the hole.
That's mean. That's the worst place to piss in a guitar.
I would always piss in the hole, and every time I walked around, and my family was like, "Chris, what are you doing?" I was like, "We're all gonna die. I have to get out of here."
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
God told me to do this.
I got it perfectly in that hole.
And then you start fucking wailing on the guitar.
As the piss drops are coming off.
Oh yeah. My sister's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean what I'm doing?" She's like, "You're pissing at your guitar." I'm like, "No, I'm not, you idiot."
You're pissing at a guitar, you stupid
And I just
bitch.
wake up, my cock's just out, and I'm pissing in her guitar.
Oh wow.
My brother was like that too. He'd sleepwalk, and if you like confronted him about it, he'd get really pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, Adam, the box is full of red triangles. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What box? The fucking box, red triangle, dumbass. And then my brother's so stubborn that he would wake up, and I was like, I think you were sleepwalking. No, I wasn't. You're talking about a box full of red triangles. Well, there probably was one, dipshit, fucking idiot. You're probably gay anyway. This is why Dad doesn't love you.
It's hilarious.
Damn, Shane.
The amount of times I've seen Adam's brother get wasted. The amount of times I've seen Adam's brother get wasted and just almost fight Adam for the dumbest things ever.
Me and my brother,
it's hilarious.
we're very close, but
Yeah.
growing up, it was very brother-like. Like we beat the shit out of each other.
Uh-huh.
Well, mostly him beating the shit out of me because I was younger.
Yeah.
And, I got a little bigger than him and was able to, I learned takedowns. That helped a lot.
Yes.
And then it would mostly be just me taking him down, be like, stop trying to beat me up.
Well, I never had older brothers, as my parents were young when they had me, but I had cousins that were older brothers and sisters. And it's embarrassing to get beat up by, like an 8-year-old when you're 5.
Oh, it sucks. Well, especially because my brother's so stubborn. I would get beat up over the dumbest arguments, too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I just watched Marley and Me, and he'd be like, that's a gay movie. I was like, it's pretty good. It was a gay movie. I was like, it was pretty good. It was gay. It was good. He just beat the shit out of me. Now I get my ass kicked because I like Marley and Me. That's not
It's
fun.
sad because you're also crying because it's Marley and me.
Yeah, you're already sad.
You're emotional.
Your
You're in an
dog's
emotional
dead.
state.
You miss Marley.
And it's like sometimes the parents will tell you, like, you just got to fight back. If you just punch him one time, if you fight back, it'll work.
No.
Sometimes it doesn't.
No, that's bullshit. That's bad advice.
That's bad advice.
It turns out your older brother can take a punch a lot better than you can.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to throw
You
a
don't
punch.
know where to punch.
Sometimes you'll clock him, and then you'll see him like, oh, fuck you, and then just start wailing. And then they're actually wailing on you.
Yeah, because you hit them first, and now it's they're
on.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've made it work in their brain.
I threw a fork at my brother one time, and it got him real good. Like, and it really, and it like the anger in his face. I was like, oh no, I've never seen this look before. And he just fucking like Terminator ran at me, and I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but those kid fights, it's like they're never going to actually kill you.
No,
But it feels like
it does.
I unless you've been chased by an older brother, an older cousin,
It's
and
scary.
dog, when you see that look in their eyes, like they're going to kill you, it's like they're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you're
yeah.
a kid. You don't know.
You don't
One
know.
time-
And here's
You're
the
like,
thing.
this
They
is
might.
it.
They could.
They
That
might.
has happened before.
One
I'm sure.
time, and this is my fault probably. My older brother, second older brother, 8 years older than me, was pissing me off, and we had a minivan, and I remember we were getting out, and his leg entered the proximity of the door of the minivan, and I just slammed his fucking leg in it
That's pretty
because
dark.
he was being fucking so mean to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris, that is your fault.
I know, but he chased me. He dragged me by my goddamn legs, and then he put my arm in there and did the same thing.
Oh, it's so badass.
He dragged
though.
me downstairs.
He
'cause I
fucking John Wicked
I
your
know.
ass.
He was
dude.
being a dick. He was telling me Jeepers Creepers was gonna get me. And I
That
was
is
scared.
scary.
My
dude.
dad had me convinced that was gonna happen.
Jeepers
Exactly.
Creepers?
He
Specifically? What the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is going on?
Yeah.
Is
When
this
you're
a
a
thing
young
that people
kid.
tell you about?
Nothing's scarier than Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers
when you're a
Creepers,
young kid.
he eats you.
I
He
just
gets
remember
your
it
body
ca-
part.
when it came out, I remember it being like I was terrified of it. And then my dad would do the thing where there's like a in the house that we were in at the time, there was a deck, and then under the deck was just like empty, and then there were stairs leading up, and he would like reach through the stairs.
Yeah.
So he'd like wake me up whenever
Damn.
we'd get back.
That is some pretty Jeepers Creepers shit to do.
And I don't know why, it just associated it with Jeepers Creepers. Like there's something under there, and it's just whatever the boogeyman lived in my head is the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a person or a thing to put it towards. And then when I saw Jeepers Creepers, my dad goes, "That's the boogeyman."
That's the boogeyman.
He's pretty boogeyman.
It's crazy. As kids back then, we were scared of Jeepers Creepers. Now kids now, they're scared of the guy that directed Jeepers
yeah.
Creepers.
Yeah, do you know about that, Victor
No.
Salva?
The guy that directed
It's
Jeepers
dark.
Creepers is a
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, and the crazy
Why are
thing is,
so many directors?
here's the wild thing about this is he made a movie in the 80s called Clown House,
yeah.
and he was molested on that movie. Movie's still widely available to watch. They show kid butt in it, which I always found weird. Also,
Yeah.
movie, pretty good. Not bad. Not
Okay.
a bad movie.
All right.
All things aside.
With or without the kid butt? Does the
I
kid
mean,
butt
the
make
kid
it
butt,
better?
I've
you
never
need
seen
the
it.
kid
I'll
butt?
tell you what, I've never seen it without the kid butt.
Okay.
So if there's a kid butt cut,
Clown House kid butt cut.
no, the director's cut is a lot more kid butt. There's no clowns. It's all just kid butt.
Hey Victor, we gotta add something.
It's all kid butt.
All right, add clowns, I guess. I don't know. But so yeah, that happened. He went to prison for it, got out, then made Jeepers Creepers.
Okay.
So that's how Hollywood works. Is you can do something like that happens to you. You're
Yeah.
known. Everyone knows you did it, and then you go out and you still make 2 really good movies. And the second one is the entire premise is let's just get a bus full of sweaty young kids.
Hot kids.
Just
Oh, yeah.
young,
Sweaty
ripped.
young, hot
I'm thinking
kids.
nothing but guys. Well,
17 to
what about
18.
cheerleaders? I guess add 3. Why would there only be 3? Isn't there like a whole squad of cheerleaders? Nah, there doesn't have to be. Look, we're either
Most
doing.
of them couldn't. Most of they has a whole nother bus of hot shit. They get out.
They go do some real boring, lame, dumb shit. I don't know what they're doing.
There's a whole bus full of hot cheerleaders, but they decide to pick.
They're probably just hanging out being insanely unattractive to most men. To most men. I don't think any men find young women
all
hot.
those girls with plump butts. They don't look like.
Why are we even
flat
talking about
kid
this?
Butts.
There's a handsome kid
Yeah,
bus
back to
over
the
here.
storyline I'm talking about. Ripped, and they're not wearing shirts because it's hot.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
hot.
Why they're in a bus? Is there air conditioning? Air conditioning's broke. Bus is hot. Boys are hotter. And then, all right, well, we're 70 pages in, and you haven't even mentioned the monster. Oh shit! Yeah, Jeepers Creepers.
He's got a tooth. He's got a tooth.
Yeah,
And
no, he shows up. He gets
a
there.
ninja star with teeth in it, whatever.
Yeah.
But the hot kids are
he-
in the bus and they're scared.
Is he going after the kids in the bus? No, my boys. Wait, hold on. Is this unrelated?
Fuck. Okay,
Are
whatever.
these kids in the bus? That dude, the whole movie, they're in that bus and it just never connects. They just get away.
Victor,
Ooh,
we
were
gotta find a way to bring the monster in. Fine, there's a father, a handsome, ripped son helping the father.
We're not going to kill most of these boys.
Oh, no.
Most of these boys are getting away. We're going to have a run across the field, and only a few of them are going to get it. It's funny because that's exactly what happened. They were in the bus, sweaty for most of the movie. And you know who dies first? All 3 adults.
All 3 adults.
First the adult woman, then the adult man, then the
Yeah.
other adult man. Now it's just a bunch of sweaty boys just arguing.
Specifically, sweaty
And Jeepers
boys.
Creepers does show up, but not that much.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly.
He's actually out cold for most of the movie.
Yeah. He's
Just on the
in
bus.
Yeah,
barn.
he is. He is unconscious on top of the bus for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
We got to take our shirts off. You might grab our shirts. Well, at that point, then we shouldn't wear pants either because you could grab our pants. Fair enough.
I will say it, they made other Jeepers Creepers without this director. They suck.
They suck.
No, the third one is him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the
Man,
third
they
one
probably
is-
told him he had no boys
The
allowed.
third one was one of the worst movies ever made, and I
Oh,
couldn't
really?
believe how bad it was. And then the fourth one was worse. I was like, all right, at least the
Crazy.
fourth one can't be worse than the third one, but it is.
Yeah.
It is.
He's just Jeepers Creepers is in a haunted house for some reason, like on a fairgrounds, and he's just tired the whole time.
He's just he's a sleepy boy.
We made a good point though. Like you can't blame Jeepers Creepers for eating people because if he eats something and he grows it, that means if he ate like a milkshake, he'd just
Yeah.
have like a milkshake body part.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like he would look like a fool if he's out there eating cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers
He's just
and
got a
milkshakes.
cow head.
Like an idiot.
He looks like a real
Dumb.
dipshit. We can't really be mad at Jeepers Creepers.
No, we can't.
And
No,
he
that's
picks
the
who he
thing.
wants. He wants Justin Long, and hey, who's to judge him on that?
Oh, yeah.
Who
I don't know
doesn't
who
want?
Justin Long is.
He's
Pull
the
up
young
Justin
boy
Long.
in the
you
first
put-
movie.
If you pull out Justin Long, you'll definitely.
I think I know
recognize
him. Was he from? Is he in Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Yes, he is in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
He's the main character in Jeepers
young and
Creepers.
What a guy that just made a huge career on just being
Just a handsome little guy.
being a
handsome
guy.
guy.
Have you seen Tusk?
Oh, did he get touched?
Probably.
Nah, he was probably too old.
Was he in Clown House?
What if we go back and he was?
You ever seen
Oh,
Tusk,
no.
Dean?
No, I've never seen Tusk.
That movie, the whole thing's about him being turned into a walrus by a crazy
Yeah.
science, professor scientist guy.
There's some weird movies.
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
Kevin Smith made that one.
We know all the weird movies.
I love Dodgeball.
Then you'd like
It's not a
this.
weird movie.
Me and Chris, I'll say
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Yeah.
Herbie fully real.
Did you ever watch Herbie the Love
right?
Bug?
Yeah. I've seen the old ones. My mom
old
loved
ones are
those
good,
movies.
too.
She would show me them
Love
on
those.
VHS. They're fun. It's a good time.
The newest one ain't bad either.
With Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, did you ever watch MacGyver?
Yeah. I like MacGyver.
Dude,
It's
I just
fun.
got Kyle on MacGyver.
Oh yeah, the
And
older
he
one.
is- Yeah, the old one.
It's very creative.
It's so creative. It's
It
such
really
a good
is.
show.
It's not, it's not like repetitive
like
at
it?
all.
I never saw it.
Oh, you never saw it.
They did
Okay.
a new one, I feel like.
They
Or
did
maybe
like
I'm thinking of
the-
MacGruber.
MacGruber was good too.
The guy
MacGruber
from
was-
Supernatural, Sam from Supernatural.
Uh-huh.
Do you know him?
Yeah. I know of, I don't know who it is.
The
but
face
yeah,
of the guy.
I have a face.
He's MacGyver in the new one.
Okay.
Okay.
And Walker Texas Ranger. They made a new Walker Texas
Yeah, I
Ranger.
heard,
and a new
weren't you
MacGyver.
in that?
I was.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. You were like in the background or something, right?
Yeah, I was
you have
a
any
coke
speaking
dealer,
roles?
and I say like 2 words as the camera passes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
So it's like I'm in a
badass.
conversation. I'm a coke dealer. In
Coke's
jail.
Coke's good.
Hey,
Coke is good.
I'm Dean Stanfield.
tell Mama put
Dude,
more money in my.
You
in my
can't say your
commissary.
name as the character. Okay.
Dean Stanfield, Creek and Cave,
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
I'm Dean Stanfield, the drug dealer. Coke is good. I do comedy. Dean, your line was, "You don't have lines. You're a background character." I didn't want to say that. That sounds weird. No, you don't say that.
that is
That
your
is telling you
instructions.
that you don't say anything. Well, this is bullshit.
Dude, I was just peacocking out there that day too. Because if you're a background actor, if you get a speaking role, sometimes a background actor, they'll just be like, "Hey, we're gonna give you 2 words," and it's literally as the deal is coming by. It's just like as the thing is panning, it's a way to like get to the other thing. And if you do this right, you might get some more. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And as soon as you have a speaking role, you get all of the food that nobody else got. You got a
Whoa.
different. There's like a
Sandwiches?
different. Yeah, sandwiches, Sammy's.
You got sandwiches?
I got sandwiches.
Nice.
And then as soon as I was with the poor people, or I was with the poor people all day, and then as soon as they gave me the little bit of speaking line, I was with the.
Looking down on all those fucks.
I looked
you
over
guys
at him. And,
How do you
Gross.
deliver your line? Can we do a little quick?
oh, I can't remember it.
Was it your
You
line?
can't remember your only line ever?
Ever in IMDb.
Are you on IMDb
it's-
on this?
I don't know. Check it.
Yeah, can we
Here's
just type
your
in Dean
cocaine.
Stanfield IMDb? Cocaine guy number 3.
You weren't even number one. You
No,
had
it wasn't.
speaking
And this
lines.
is it was like
well, you
4
never know
4
with
years
IMDb
ago.
too, because like, you got something.
Yeah.
That's you.
Clown House.
Oh, they put me in there for fucking OnlyFans. Jesus Christ.
Nice, dude.
And Kill Tony. That's
oh,
weird.
fuck that.
Fuck
Take that
yeah,
off.
dude.
Is there any way I can fucking get
Yes,
them to
you
take that
Well,
can.
off?
not now.
You can actually
I'll call Bob.
just email.
Oh my God. Y'all want to see an embarrassing music video?
Is that you?
mean,
Yes,
yes.
dude. Can you click on that?
Can we show it, or is this something
Yeah.
that you think they would fuck with us on? We can't show that.
This is a local comic.
Oh, Maggie. Oh,
she
yeah.
Maggie Mayfield.
There's no
she
way
made this
Maggie
thing.
has a podcast on this network, right?
Yeah,
she'll be fine with it.
Fine.
Oh yeah.
And
sure.
Well, hold on, are we gonna make fun of it?
Yeah, are we making fun of it?
I am gonna make fun of it.
I will tell you, this is exactly how I feel, and I don't mind
I think
talking
she'll be
about
okay
it.
with it too. She's the comedian.
She asked me, it's a silly thing, and she
Yeah.
just said, "I'll pay you $100, just show up and do this video." And I was like, when I got there, Allison Voidovich was there,
Yeah.
and I'm always trying to impress Allison.
I wonder
Anytime
why.
I'm out, yeah,
Why are you always
She's
trying to
so,
impress
she's so
Allison?
funny.
because she's
Dean just finds her so
Does
funny.
she know you have speaking lines on Texas Walker Ranger?
she doesn't, and if she
Oh,
did,
you
it
should
might
tell her.
change things.
What?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I've never thought about that angle. No, I want Allison to. Her family is like Texas. They have a ranch, and I always get embarrassed when I start talking about Allison. I go,
Doesn't she have a
I get
boyfriend?
all flushed.
What do you
no,
got a
not
little-
right now.
you got a
She's
little-
single.
Wow.
Crush on Allison?
Yeah,
It
Allison.
sounds like you got a crush on her wealthy family that has a ranch.
No, I have a crush on Allison.
You don't care about Allison?
To be fair,
No.
Yeah, her
You're
family
just trying to
sounds
get
all
away
about
from
that
the
Allison.
ranch
ranch.
sounds pretty hot. When am I burying my face in that ranch? Just lapping it up with my little tongue.
But anyway, so she called me up to this, and when I got there, I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? I'll just be silly, dog. I'm not even gonna explain anymore.
Can we
you
just
put
find it on
on
YouTube?
Oh, I'm queuing it up.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh, we got Justin.
I think Maggie will be cool.
Your boys are gonna love
we
this.
know
If you love
every
a good
single
Dean,
person in this.
Dean, you better be wild, man.
Whoa, are you
I-
the guy on the left? Wow, you are, Deedon. How many views? 1.2K. That's not bad. Dean. You are Dean.
You're not putting any effort into being Dean right
Nah,
now.
he's Deaning a little bit.
you just wait.
Got the hair.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's a dildo.
So it's about a
song.
vibrator.
Is that Heather?
It's called Bob.
Was that Heather Keith?
No,
Oh.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
Allison.
no wonder you were trying to impress Alice.
She doesn't know how to use a vibrator.
I just
That's
walked
weird.
in, and that's how I like them.
So the joke is that she's got a dildo.
Yeah.
But I would rather have a Dean than a dildo.
Oh, of course, Dean's gonna talk to you more. Tell you about some cool country artists. Why was that in her tits?
There's no way she had a dildo.
There's a
on her
littler
tits.
one in there? Oh, that looks good, Dean.
Oh, it stands for bring over batteries.
Oh, I thought Bob was just the name of the dildo.
Oh, I
The
thought
Bob
it was
is the
bring
name
over
of the-
batteries.
of
I
the
thought because they're all having trouble with
battery
batteries.
operator.
Why is she smoking it?
You're sucking it.
They don't know how to use vibrators.
They're
You
stupid
press
women.
it on the shaft of your cock really hard until you blast cum. That's how you use a vibrator, boys. It works. It does work.
Okay.
It does. I don't know. Now you guys know it works.
What?
It
You
probably
can,
wouldn't.
you can blast the vibrator on the shaft of your cock.
I'm not
and
saying it
blast
wouldn't.
cum.
I think
work.
you're supposed to put it on your gooch, on your tank.
I'm
That
telling
also
you,
probably works.
shaft works.
Look, she licks it off
Oh.
my nipple.
Badass.
Nice, dude.
You're like, can Allison do this scene actually?
Yeah.
So we have better
Hey,
chemistry.
well, just real quick, could I get Allison
Oh
over here?
no, I
Oh my
see
God,
why you
she's
like
so
her.
hot.
She's a very nice woman.
Nah.
Very nice woman. Yeah.
Anyway,
We're all fans of Allison in different ways.
We all think Allison's very funny. Dean just
She's
finds
hilarious.
her very, very funny.
no,
you
not
just
at all.
want to fucking watch her jokes so hard. You just want to see her do jokes so hard.
Oh,
all
She's
yeah.
day.
funny.
Dean just
Look
wants
at
to
that.
blast jokes in her all
Yeah,
night.
he just wants to put his joke goo all.
All right.
Now we're gonna
Hey,
get a little
hold
hard.
on, I'll say
uncomfortable.
joke goo may have been too far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stand on that. I won't die on the joke gook. I almost said joke gook. That would.
I've never seen you this flustered, dude.
Hey, when you talking about my lady like that?
Okay, calm down.
Not my
That's-
lady.
is that
also
Lauren
calm
You're
down.
getting a
Jameson?
little
I didn't say
fucking
my
baby
lady.
reindeer right
That's
now.
Lauren Jameson back there too.
I just
right?
get all nervous.
That's like
That's Lauren Jameson. Who's the girl in the pigtails in the back? I know her. Sam.
Oh, is that
she.
Sam.
Sam? Sam. A hinda binga binga wing.
All right, that's enough.
We have to cut that.
Oh, yeah. I want a high five for that.
I'm gonna cut most of this.
No, it's not the part about you.
You left
having-
me hanging
You
on
do
that
it,
joke. I was gonna
Sam.
high five you.
That is.
Ow.
Yeah, but you guys are gonna feel like a fool when we pull up her Instagram. That's her actual last name. It's got music notes in it.
You're being
Hand
racist.
turn. You're being racist.
I actually think I do.
You
Isn't
actually
it
do that
like
pretty well.
Norani or something like that.
I'm part
Narani.
Indian.
Sam Narani.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's the funniest thing to
It's
do.
fun.
Their music's insane how hard
It
their
is,
music
dude.
is.
They
got-
go hard, dude.
And it's just like stringed instruments. And
Dude, there's a
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking mandolin.
there's like a hard rock Indian band called Bloodywood.
okay.
They
rock.
fucking
Oh, like
rip.
Bollywood, but Bloodywood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
yeah,
it's
they
like-
got it pretty fast.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like I would say Linkin Park, but like harder.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. A little
I'm
more.
actually
I
pretty.
watched a
into
couple
them.
Bollywood movies that I didn't hate.
It's hard. It's just so different.
They're always so
So
long.
That's the
too.
thing. Very long. Like
Yeah.
I think they average at like 2.5 hours. It's like
Yeah.
the average Bollywood. Because I've watched like Bollywood horror movies because I'm such a big horror guy.
I don't like horror movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you get scared
I
easily.
get scared.
That's
It's 'cause
why
I'm
I
out
wish
in
I
the
could get
woods.
scared.
Yeah.
I don't. I'll say one of the few movies that really scared me when I was a kid was Strangers. Have you seen that one?
Mm-mm.
That would probably scare you for sure.
Okay.
Because it's just about these people, and they just remade it for some reason, which is weird because it didn't come out that long ago. But it's just these two people. They go out to like
All right,
this.
can we get them off the screen? I start.
Starting to
You're
get long.
starting-
I'm just watching Allison just put on lipstick.
Oh, he's getting you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
all right.
Can we rewind back to when she's putting the dildo in her mouth?
Can you
No.
zoom in on the other girl's face so we can get soft really quick?
Oh, God
Yeah,
damn.
animals.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
We'll blur you out. For
That's
that part.
fun.
We'll blur Dean out. No, we had a different guy in there during that.
Dean went on the bathroom break. Real
That
quick.
was actually Sheen Shanfield. That guy's an animal. But yeah, Strangers, it's scary because when I saw it, I lived out in a small town.
Yeah.
We didn't live on like a bunch of acres, but it was like out in the middle of nowhere. Your neighbors were like kind of far apart from you.
That's how. Yeah.
Big, giant like backyard with a bunch of trees and stuff. And the whole movie is they're like a couple. They just went to a wedding. He asked her to marry him, and she said no.
Oh.
So now they're just like the whole
Now they're
movie
out for
has
the
this
whole
kind of like
weekend?
this weird, yeah, because he brought her out there. There's like rose petals all over the ground.
Oh, you ask at the end of the weekend, not at the beginning
yeah,
of the
he will.
weekend.
You know, he's Liv Tyler. He's trying to get her down.
Of course.
You know? And they get there. It's already got like this somber, sad. There's a really hot, sad sex scene though.
Ooh.
Sad sex with your girl is really fun.
I've never had sad sex.
Oh, when you're both just bummed about something, and then you start kissing about it.
Oh, actually, I
and
know. I
then
think
you're
about
like,
it. I have.
Whoa,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm horny.
Let's turn this into something.
Yeah. Being sad to horny is a wild turn.
I did, yeah.
But it is fun.
I got blocked out a lot of those memories, but
Yeah.
I
Well, yeah,
always
'cause-
have
well,
sex
when you're
with
under
both.
10 years old, it's different.
yeah.
But then, yeah, they just start getting like people are knocking on their door, and there's like noises outside. These 3 people in masks are just like hanging out outside, basically.
Oh.
And I will say that in that horror movie, they came up with the best.
What are the people in what did you do to stop there?
It's just well,
Well, we keep going.
we're still
dude.
talking about it, but it's
Okay.
it's a man in a mask and 2 girls in a mask,
Okay.
and they're
But
just
you
trying to
can't
kill
tell.
him the whole time.
Oh.
Is the whole thing.
They're
But
just really bad people.
He comes up with the best strategy I've ever seen in a horror movie, which I understand why they had to bail on because, you know, it wouldn't have worked. They get in a closet with a shotgun,
Yeah.
and he's just got her under his arm, and he's just got the shotgun aimed at the closet door.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
If
we're gonna-
anybody knocks, shoot.
well, that's what he's saying. No, the door's open.
the door's
so,
wide
so that
open.
way, if they're walking down that hallway, they're not even going to think much. Like, oh, it's an open closet door. So he's the second. And my mindset is that if you have home intruders and you blast one of them with a shotgun, the other 2 are probably bailing.
Yes.
I
yeah.
don't think they're ready to fucking take
No,
that
here's
on.
what I do. Anytime I watch a scary movie, that's the reason I can't do it is because I'm like, I would fuck them up.
But then you got to think it's a movie. If he fucks them up, the movie's over.
But anytime I get scared, I know. But in a thing, like I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my God, why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you do
You
this?
think you could fuck up Jeepers Creepers?
Yes.
No, you could not.
With my bare hands. You give me
There's no way.
with
dude.
my bare hands.
He
I'll
lost
beat Jeepers
an entire
Creepers.
leg and then he just ate a person.
That guy
and
took
came
him
back.
on with a fucking harpoon gun and
name's-
still had trouble.
My
You
name's
can't kill
Dean
Jeepers.
Allen Stanfield. I don't use harpoon guns, son. I'll use these fucking.
That guy
right
was
here.
way more badass than you.
No.
And he was fighting for his boy. He was fighting for his boy.
Okay, but then what if we're what are the circumstances there? Does he have Spencer or
he has,
has
he
Allison.
has Quinn. He has my daughter.
He's flying off
Would
with
you fight
Allison.
him for my daughter for me?
Yes.
Well, I'm fighting him too. I have a harpoon gun. But if you're all over him, then I'm trying to harpoon around you.
No,
It's
no,
going
no.
to make it harder.
No,
Dean
here's what I
just
do.
didn't
Here's what
carry
I
off.
do.
Dean,
I grab him by the
lean.
neck and I grab him by the crotch and I pick him up like this and you shoot it. You shoot the
You
harpoon
pick him
gun
up like
through
that,
him.
Dean. He flies away. And then you're,
No, then I say you shoot him with the harpoon gun. You shoot him with the harpoon gun.
You're not badass at all anymore, dude. You're kicking your legs and you're scared.
I'm gonna rip his- Have you ever seen somebody skin a catfish?
No,
Yes,
dude.
I have.
Okay, so when you skin a catfish, all the skin comes out and the guts come out.
You're
right?
gonna skin Jeepers Creepers.
I would skin
You are
Jeepers
not
Creepers.
skinning Jeepers Creepers.
I am. I'm like this in your this in your
guy-
skin, boy.
That
And I
motherfucker
fucking
took
rip
on
him out,
he
dude.
took on an entire busload of hot young basketball boys. You think you stand a chance?
Are you telling me you're gonna have
And
time to?
also 3 female cheerleaders if they have to be in it.
If they have to.
I guess I can write them in.
Everybody has always forgot about those.
You know what Chris told me the other day? He said that if there was a home intruder
Yeah.
and I was fighting him, he might just leave. Isn't that fucked?
They're rolling on the ground. I might just step over them. And
Isn't
walk
that
out.
why? That's the worst friend ever, right? To just it's his
Kick
house
him in the
too.
head.
Just anything.
Anything.
If
I did say I would
Stab
grab
him.
Quinn first and then leave.
Okay,
I'm
that's easy.
still pretty mad about that. 'Cause I think we can get out of this one.
I'd be so
off,
casual
Chris
about
is
it too.
fucking
Just
giant.
step over them. Oh,
Chris is huge. If some guy's pounding on me and Chris just bashes him with the heel of
That's
his
the thing.
boot,
Once
it's
you
over.
hit, have you ever hit somebody in a real fight?
yeah, once.
Okay, how did it feel?
It hurt.
Okay, never mind. Because sometimes those big guys, they hit somebody for the first time or kick somebody for the first time in like real anger,
Yeah.
and you realize you have no idea your strength.
It awakens in you. I've picked
It
up
awakens.
furniture
Well, I
with
hurt
this
my
man.
hand the
He's
other
very
day
hard.
just punching a tree as hard as I can.
Well, that's different. Don't do that.
Yeah.
How did you punch a tree? As
Well,
hard?
the tree was looking at him.
Yeah,
And,
that's true.
The tree was screaming at him.
Squirrels.
Squirrel.
You deserve what your mom
I thought
did.
if I punched the tree hard enough, coconuts would come out. It wasn't a coconut tree.
Yeah, I did have to sit Chris down and tell him that it
You
has
have
to be a coconut.
wildly specific with that. Yeah.
To be fair, I had never sat down Chris and told him it wasn't a coconut tree before.
A bunch of Mexican guys that act like white guys start falling out of the.
Oh, hey, what the fuck?
Well, this is something, I guess. I would help
You're
Adam.
a coconut.
If there was Adam was fighting a home intruder, I would definitely help him.
That's not what he said
I was
before.
joking.
You don't know in that moment.
It was a Josh. I was joshing around.
My mindset is that, like, look, I care about the safety of Carrie and my
if
daughter.
you guys come out of the darkness to a home invader, they're getting the fuck out of there.
oh, dude.
You just smile at them, and then you just start going like this.
I sleep naked, and I'm so pale that in the dark, I kind of like, I have a shimmer to me. So I come at you like a fucking Fallout villain, just running down the.
Dog, that image came straight into my head when you said that.
Dude, there was one time I will say,
wild person coming out of the darkness naked.
my cat opened up the garage door one time by himself, and I was just in the living room and I heard that. So I just found the heaviest object and just got up, and I was like, I think the best like attribute to have right now is crazy.
Yeah.
So I just cut in the dining room. I was like, you come in full crazy.
Be a fly in the wall. There'll be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, what it actually came down to was it was a man alone in his home holding up like just a picture frame. And then my daughter was like, what the fuck is that?
Daddy's protecting you.
No.
I think crazy's a good move.
Crazy's the only move.
When if it comes to intruders, I do have a fight mentality.
Yeah.
Because Adam snuck into my room once
No,
when
you
I
don't-
was sleeping, and I woke up
All right,
immediately to
first
fight.
off, not snuck in. I woke you
guys
up
don't
because
know
I had
how
to
to
ask
fight.
you a question.
I know how to like.
I fought for a little bit.
Okay.
I did BJJ and Muay Thai for a year.
But you're not
I have
gonna
a
use-
basis. But
I
that's,
don't know if you would use any of
that's-
that in like a home invasion.
in a
I
home
would
invasion,
bite-
it's
I
a
would
completely different type of
gouge.
fight. It's killing them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's elbows to the back of the head as hard as I fucking can.
Yeah.
But then are you going to be able to use your adrenaline, because your adrenaline's going to be coursing? Are you
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
able to like channel your adrenaline and then try to like actually engage
No,
them?
no,
in
no,
some
no.
kind of
crying
Objects
the whole
first.
time.
For me, it's objects first. It's bashing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm
bashing.
bashing, stabbing. Stabbing's also
Well,
a
I'm
thing.
grabbing him. I'm throwing him against walls, ragdolling
Yeah.
him.
Well, if
Adam's
you just act
bashing.
crazy and scare the fuck out of him, there's a good realistic.
Well,
like,
and our look alone.
Yeah.
He's like, holy
That's what you guys
shit, I'm about
use.
to be on a Netflix doc.
Yeah.
I'm going to be victim number 8.
You just come around with some rope, like hell yeah, brother.
My biggest fear.
Oh, you just
Nobody's
come in-
gonna miss you.
Welcome to the tickle house,
Oh my God.
bitch.
Honestly,
If you get all the way naked and you go, "Welcome to the tickle house."
bitch.
that might be scarier than crazy. Calm.
Yeah.
You just come around a corner, you just like clean the glass. You don't even have a weapon, you're just cleaning the glass. Well, howdy. What were you reckon on doing in here? Because I'm down for anything. You start rubbing
And then
your
I'm
cock.
just behind him and I'm locking the door.
That's Chris. I know you don't know Chris, but you're about to real well.
Yeah, now you just can't leave.
Oh, dude, then I just
Oh,
turn.
I wish upon a star for this boy.
I just turn on Betty Davis eyes.
You got that?
Betty Davis.
We're just ragdolling him, tearing his pants off.
I bet if you do that, if you work up towards where you're throwing him around and trying to get his hands off,
2 men stopped a home
he
invasion
breaks
today.
that door down.
He jumps through a window, dude. You've got Betty Davis eyes.
She's precocious.
Also, we don't have a lot of blinders, and we got big windows. So if any neighbors look in, they're gonna see
they're
us
just
throwing
gonna
this
see
guy
us
around.
full on deliverancing some guy. That's right, them panties too.
You
Lose them.
try your best to start trying to rape him, and he'll leave.
We're just drinking straight out of a bottle
yeah.
of wine.
We were watching a movie too with like a standoff situation, and we were like, if you have one of their guys and you bring them out on the porch and you just butt fuck them, those guys might bail. Nope, done. Boys, help, boys! No, we're
If
good.
you come out, you start trying to butt fuck
Oh,
Chris, and then Chris goes, "No, please stop! I just wanted to intrude. I just wanted to steal your stuff."
Oh yeah, I'm all beat up, and
then
you're
you go,
pointing
I'll
at
get
them.
to you next.
It's a good scarecrow tactic for sure. I act like Adam always had me tied up. Finally, people to help me.
Chris just comes out of the closet. Thank God! Call the cops! What? Get me out of here! I just
Butt fucking. Oh yeah, there ain't no help for you, boy.
lights go off, disco ball comes down. I just come walking out in a cool hat that have a cane. If you're new and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? But
The
the cock and I'm just tied up.
The nipples are taken out of the
I'm
suit.
tied up crying. Leave now.
You have to leave.
Leave.
Forget about me.
I broke in 10 years ago. I've
Done
never-
things to me that I can't live with. No, now.
There's been so many others. Tell them about us. Tell my story. My name is Chris Rees. Find my mother. Tell her I love her.
Oh, fuck. We're not fighters, dude.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's cheaper than a Ring camera. Some soft choreography and a good friend.
Dean's crying right now.
Dean knows it's effective. Dean, you walk into that house, you're leaving, right?
Oh, immediately.
Oh,
All right.
Leave.
We're over an hour, right? Yeah. All right. Well, that was
Oh,
fun as hell,
God.
Dean. Before we sign off, you want to plug anything? You got shows or your Instagram?
This is coming out in like
Just go.
2 weeks or something?
yeah.
Yeah, not this Friday, but next.
Yeah.
Just go on my Instagram. I'll be posting. I'll have my website coming up soon. I'll have my website out by then. It'll have all my dates and shit that I'm doing. Yeah, I got. And then what was this? Jimmy Clifford just put together a special for me. We did like a practice taping.
Oh,
on
hell yeah. I'm doing one of those with him, too.
You should. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
He's
I thought
great. I
when I
love that
walked
guy.
out of there was only like 12 people in the audience, and when I walked out, I was like, "There's no way we're actually releasing that."
Mhm.
And then so I just had fun, and then it came out, dude. He's got it dialed in as far as like the production side of everything. There's no stress. Literally, you just clip a thing on and go up there.
No, that guy, yeah, he's legit. And he's really good.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he does our roast battle stuff, too, and he's great at it.
Jimmy's the fucking man. Follow Jimmy and Arrogant Menace on YouTube, please, and check out to see what he's doing. And that's it for me, dog.
Awesome.
I love the boys. The
Hell
boys
yeah.
are the best.
This was awesome. Guys, like I've said before,
crying.
you got to like...
Snot coming out. I was like, this is so unattractive. Allison just saw that shit. Now she's gonna
Oh,
fucking.
dude, she might like it. Girls are into pussies sometimes.
kidding.
Beat me up,
hell
Dean.
is
Just
wrong
wear it.
with you?
Just leave it at that. You beat me up.
Dude, you just heard everything we would do to avoid a fight. You want to go at it?
All right,
No, I
guys,
don't think so.
you gotta like this, like the video, share it. That helps a lot. Subscribe, Creek and Cave Studios. We also have our Instagram, which is Filthy Show Podcast. Check that out as well. Ask us anything you want. Post in the comments. I'm sure you got a lot of questions after this one.
Also, give us some fun topics you want to hear us
That's
talk
fine
about.
too. Yeah, I mean, people always telling me stop talking about gay stuff. Stop talking about RAPE words.
people really
I'm like, well, you know what? That's the meat and potatoes of what we got.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us what to talk about, you fucking
Give us some
jabronis?
carrots, give it some.
You're listening. You tell us
And then
what to say.
follow me. I'm underscore Adam Luckey on Instagram, and then your C Reese comedy.
Yeah.
Correct. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. Come back and see more. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Dane.